feet 5'4", nothing to a giant. Waited my turn, call it perfect time and trust the Most High. Got the stars aligning, I was tapped in. I've been strategizing, dreams come. Why you ain't civilized? My cake pendant leader stuck to in the trophy hat. Told me to tell how to feel, man, to take you get when you out the way. By any means, I just listen what Malcolm say. Studied the game, I'm a student, learned every day, stacking my bucks, and I'm not talking Tampa Bay. Running the game, feel like first in the relay. Hand me my medal, took it to new levels. All gas on the pedal, not stagnant, cause settle now. Hey, we see you very soon. This what I'm here to do. Could inspire you. We headed to the moon. Look, yeah, I'm living proof. About to bless off like Sioux. We about to take the roof.
We have a liftoff.
We headed to the moon.
Welcome to the Prairie Lakes Ice Arena. It's the late game tonight here at the Premier Iceplex. We're in the middle of the introductions for both teams. It's the Sioux Falls Flyers coming into town tonight. They come into town with a 6-0 record. It puts them second in the South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association. The Watertown Laker girls are at 4-3, sitting in fourth position. These are important games. Every one of them, you get to this time of the year, they all get important. So we did have some starting lineups going. We will say the names, of course, as the game plays out. The two teams are on the blue lines, and we're going to get ready to go. It's Sioux Falls Flyers here at the Watertown Premier Rink. We're going to have the national anthem, and we will be right back. right, the national anthem has been played. It's varsity girls action. Sioux Falls Flyers against the Watertown Lakers. And to my left tonight, we have a special guest. Chico Marvici is with us.
Thanks for having me tonight. This is a pretty cool system. I'm looking forward to broadcasting the game with you tonight.
Yeah, Sioux Falls, I'm going to call him a Sioux Falls girls hockey expert.
Okay.
Since that's what you do.
Fair,
you do a lot of the
Yep.
girls' games down there, and happy to have you on this broadcast. It's always kind of nice. We're going to talk a little bit about both sides tonight when we get going in the game. You'll hear some different perspectives, of course, from Sioux Falls. I mentioned it earlier. Sioux Falls, they're coming in at 6-0 into this game. Lakers at 4-3. Both teams kind of at the top of this conference, the South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association conference. But this is the time of year when things start placing. You start thinking about that state tournament already.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I know the Sioux Falls Flyers girls. They have a goal that they're trying to meet. They want to take it all again this year, back to back. But that takes a lot of effort.
Well, it does. We don't have to talk a whole lot about this Sioux Falls girls team because we know they're defending state champs.
Yep.
They're there all the time. Played a lot of championship games. But you look at their lineup sheet. A lot of girls, a lot of talent on this team.
Absolutely.
And as you look at teams within the state of South Dakota, this is one of the best teams in the state. There's no doubt about it.
Absolutely.
So we're looking for a good one here. Coach Penny is looks like he's going to play with two goalies tonight. Is that what it looks like?
I don't know what they're doing.
As you can see on the live stream, the goalies are shifting back and forth. And
yeah,
we'll
it
see.
looks like so Mariah Leakin just came off, so it looks like they swapped out Marissa Reddy.
So Marissa Reddy is going to be in the goal.
Yep.
And the puck has dropped here at the Prairie Lakes Ice Arena. And Sioux Falls looking to push it into their offensive zone. Now the Lakers chipping it all the way across out to the neutral zone. A good night of hockey, a good weekend of hockey in the state of South Dakota, as almost every team, boys and girls, have a trifecta, a Friday, Saturday, Sunday game within the league. So a lot of hockey to be played as the Watertown Lakers chip it across that neutral zone. Both teams trying to feel this one out as this is Pesca. She pushes it into the offensive zone, takes a little check over on the far side. That was by Hendricks. As play continues, we're going to say left and right. That's the way it is. As we have a stoppage of play as Kira Reppy, she wears number 24. She's in the goal tonight. She's the only senior on this Laker team, and she's going to get the start in the goal. She's going to stop 92% of them tonight. That's what she does.
That's not a bad percentage.
Yeah, it's not too bad. As anytime you get a goalie up in that 90% range, it's good. It's good. As this puck is right in front, point blank, and that was sticked away. That shot went on there by Lucy Nelson. Lucy Nelson's grown up. I remember Lucy Nelson as she was real small. She takes a shot. That was sticked away somewhere along the line by the Watertown Lakers. As offensive zone here continues for the Sioux Falls Flyers. Sioux Falls Flyers wearing that dark sweater with the orange letters, and that we're so accustomed to as this battle continues right along this near board. Watertown Lakers yet to get it out of their defensive zone, pushing it around that dot just underneath our broadcast booth. We're on the third floor of this Prairie Lakes Ice Arena as it comes out into the neutral zone. Lakers trying to play defense, defending. Here's a shot over on the side, and they score. Sioux Falls Flyers get on the board with 15-25, and Chico, that was a pretty good shot just inside the dot.
That was Lucy Nelson, scored or assisted by Hallie Watson. As I've said before in my broadcast, that line right there, they are fast, they are potent. They are going to be putting up a lot of goals across the entire state against all the teams.
Well, and some of those, Nelson and Watson, they're young. In fact, I remember when they were too big or too small for their skates when they were playing varsity hockey, and they've grown up now, and what a line that is, and I know they're going to be around for a long time yet. So Sioux Falls strikes first. It happened at 5:25. It was Nelson from Watson as the Sioux Falls Flyers now look to push it up out of their defensive zone on this far side, up into the neutral zone, cross-ice pass all the way across, over on the far side, bringing that one in to the offensive zone. Turned over. So Lucy Nelson is on the board for the Flyers. As this one is from the defense. They go defense to defense. Is offensive zone play here by the Sioux Falls. The shot is sticked away. by that Laker goaltender. Battle continues over on the far side. That's held in over on the far side there by Marucci. If you know that name, that is the father sitting to my left, as he has that daughter that plays defense for the Flyers. And this one's going to skip all the way back down. In the goal, that's Marissa Reddy. She's going to push it up as the Flyers now get it going with their skates. This is Pesca. She's going to wear that C on that jersey. She's going to come in on her forehand, looking in, going to take a shot up and over the top. That was sticked away as Kira Repi just got a piece of it up into the net.
Reagan Pesca, she's on that first line with Aniston Murray and Reagan Pfeiffer. Those are some of the older girls, bigger girls than the second line, consisting of Lucy Nelson and Hallie Watson. But that line, they are so strong on the puck, especially Pesca. She does not give that puck up very often.
Quick shot by Pfeiffer there off the faceoff, and we're going to do it again to the left-hand side of Kira Repi. Offensive faceoff coming here for the Sioux Falls Flyers. Some new legs coming in also for the Flyers. It looks like Nelson, Honner, and Watson. Stepping around is the Sioux Falls Flyers. That was Hallie Watson as she's going to control into the near corner, pass to a teammate, working along that far side. This is Lucy Nelson. She loses a puck over on the far side, held in here by the Flyers over on that far side. Chipped off the board, looking at a shot by the dot, and that one is gloved by Kira Repi. 6 shots on goal already for the Flyers.
Yeah, and they've done that to just about every single team in the entire state. Lots of shots. The speed that that second Flyers line is able to put together is the teams just can't handle it.
Well, it's 7.5 goals per game is what this team is putting up. At 6-0, they are a force. They're going to hold that was off the post, off the near corner. And coming out is a great save there by Kira Repi. The first one went in off the left post. She collected herself and was able to get that one in the glove. Offensive faceoff coming here for the Sioux Falls Flyers.
That was a fantastic save by Repi. She just stretched out that glove hand and just snatched that right out of the air.
This is a shot once again by the Flyers off the faceoff. Off the faceoff, the Flyers are pretty quick and have generated a shot or two right off of that offensive faceoff. That one went in there by Lucy Nelson. As she's jumping that, that's Hallie Watson in the near corner, and this is Emma Schleissner. Emma Schleissner going to go cross pass. Intercepted, nice back check there by Lucy Nelson as they're going to push it up, take it in the offensive zone. There goes a shot right flat on the ice. That one went over by Watson. Play continues in the offensive zone here for the Sioux Falls Flyers. Sioux Falls Flyers fanned on a shot there. Schleissner, she's going to get it going, and she's going to dump it deep into that offensive zone. She's on the chase. The Lakers are going to get some legs as they get change out for them now in their defensive zone. Push it up to Schleissner. She's going to try to move it forward. Gets taken off of her stick. Offensive zone play here by the Sioux Falls Flyers. This is Emma Honner. She's going to dump it in deep. And the Sioux Falls Flyers are going to get a quick change here. In the defensive zone, can't quite push it in the right direction. Emma Schleissner going to try to get it out. That was held in by the Flyers, pushed away maybe by Repi. Up against her skate. Flyers once again offensive zone at the far dot. Going to take it around. This is Scarlett Black as she's going to look up between the dots. There goes a shot on, maybe a stick save there by Repi. Offensive play continues. You can see the power on the offense here by the Sioux Falls Flyers as they put a lot of pressure on your goalie and your defensive men, as the Lakers are going to chip this one all the way back down for an icing call. Lakers trapped in their defensive zone there, pretty content to get an icing call.
Yeah, but in all honesty, that icing should not have been an icing. That went off of the glove of Marvisi.
Yeah.
So the refs missed that one there.
I think it was tipped. I think you're right. Probably should have not been called, but we don't get to call it. We're on the third floor.
Yeah, that is true.
So we're going to face off to the left-hand side of Repi. This is Pesca that jumps on the face-off. She's going to push it around the far side. Marisi's going to catch up to it on her backhand, going to walk it in, and she's going to take a shot broken up in traffic. That was broken up there by Piper Kruger as she's going to get it going, passes it off to Graceland Webb. Graceland Webb's going to scoot it all the way down, and the chase is on in that far corner. Beating everybody to it is Marvici, and she's going to get her legs going, pushes it up through the neutral zone on a backhand. Pushing it up to Pesca. Pesca's going to go in. She's going to take a shot and maybe off a stick, and that goes up into the netting. We're going to get a stoppage of play here. It's 11:28 in this first period from the Prairie Lakes Ice Arena. It's girls varsity hockey. It's the Watertown Lakers, Sioux Falls Flyers. It's a 1-0 game. It's been the strength thus far of the Sioux Falls Flyers, and now we're going to back them up as they jumped. And that was Haley Watson. She's jumped, and she's been doing that every time. I'm sure that's a set play there by Coach Penny. The referees are going to catch on to it now. As that face-off went down, it was controlled there by the Sioux Falls Flyers. Centering pass to Watson. Couldn't quite get it on her backhand stick as this one goes out into the neutral zone. Chasing back is the Flyers in their defensive zone. Push it up to the neutral zone along the blue line. Going to get it going with their legs. This is the Sioux Falls Flyers coming in. 1-on-2, 2-on-2, and back pass. And fanned on a shot there was Lucy Nelson. She couldn't get much of it as it's held in by the Flyers. Gets pushed down deep. Touching away, hugging that post is Kira Reppy, that Watertown Laker goalie. And over in the far side, it's the Lakers trying to get it out into center ice, trying to break out of that defensive zone. They've had trouble doing that thus far. We're halfway through the first period of this varsity action. In neutral zone play here, pushing it in is the Flyers. And outnumbered are the Flyers. This is Harper Hendricks. Harper Hendricks going to go in 1-on-4 as her teammates are going to get a break here. Lakers now going to go out in the neutral zone to give her a little bit of help. Quickly up into the offensive zone now are the Flyers. Looking for a centering pass. Can't get that one as it's picked off in front of the net by Strickers. And we're going to get it going over on the far side. Strickers up to Graceland Webb. Graceland Webb, we're going to go in 2-on-2 are the Lakers as this one gets picked off the stick. Nice defensive play there by Lily Gora for the Sioux Falls Flyers.
That was Rigolizzo.
Rigolizzo, she wears number 37.
Yep, that was 37 that did that. Lily Gora is number 3.
As the Lakers scramble right in front of that scoring table, as the Flyers going to push it into the offensive zone, pushing that one along for the Flyers. That is Lily Gora. She's wearing number 3. That one gets taken off of her stick. Offensive play continues here. This is Pesca. She's going to step it along that red line, gets taken down in that near corner. Lakers push it up, and it goes through the legs of a defender and goes all the way back down. And this is Gora that's going to have to chase it down in her defensive zone. Lakers are going to get a change as the Flyers, Pesca is quickly up through the neutral zone. She's going to leave it off for a teammate over on the far side. Now it goes back to Pesca in that far corner. She's going to reverse field, looking for a centering pass all the way up over to the defense. She's going to look back, and this is Pesca. She can't get on her stick, and nice stop there. That shot there went in for the Sioux Falls Flyers. And that's Aniston Murray. I don't know why I couldn't find her number, but we got it. Here's the Sioux Falls Flyers. Another shot broken up in traffic by the Lakers. Lakers bouncing it off the boards and get it out of the neutral zone. And we're going to have wave off the icing call as Marvici's going to pick it up behind her own goalie and turn it up quickly. Lakers got to check up on an offsides here. They go defense to defense as it comes up to the red line, and that pressure comes from the Sioux Falls Flyers in that neutral zone. Battle continues in front, puck out into the neutral zone. Checking up are the Sioux Falls Flyers. Into the offensive zone. Nice job there by the Lakers. Emma Schleisner, everybody converging on the Sioux Falls Flyers as they got into the offensive zone. Lakers, this is Schleisner trying to get it up out of the zone. Nice play there by Lucy Nelson as Schleisner is going to get it up and out of the zone. Regrouping is the Sioux Falls Flyers. Sioux Falls Flyers. It's been Sioux Falls Flyers puck as this one goes just a little bit wide. That went on by Honor and picked out into the neutral zone. As the Sioux Falls Flyers going to create a little space in the neutral zone. Come up, this is Honor. Honor going to get it into the offensive zone, lose the puck off her stick. Play continues right in front of us as the Lakers try to chip it out, held in nicely there by the Sioux Falls Flyers. Pressure there by the defense for the Lakers, and it's moved around by the Flyers. Getting it on their stick is the Lakers just for a moment and taking off the stick. by the Sioux Falls Flyers. They enter the offensive zone. Nice back check there by the Lakers. That was Avery Anderson. Got a piece of that one. Offensive play continues here for the Sioux Falls Flyers as they circle the wagons. This is Vanderhoven, and it goes down to the defensive zone, quickly up to the neutral zone. Doesn't take them long to get from the defensive zone, as we are going to have an icing call and a stoppage of play. It's been up and down, but it's all been Flyers puck since we dropped it early on in this first period.
Yeah, Flyers, like I said before, they got that potent. They got a lot of speed. They're really potent, getting a lot of shots. That's their trademark against just about every team in the state.
Offensive faceoff here coming for the Lakers. The Lakers have one senior on this team, 3 juniors, 4 sophomores, 2 freshmen, 8th graders, 2 8th graders, and 2 7th graders. So this is a young Watertown team. This team's not going to look much different next year.
Yep.
As that offensive faceoff now comes out and all the way down in the offensive zone. This is the Flyers looking for a shot, and they score.
That
Sioux
was
Falls
Reagan
Flyers.
Pfeiffer.
Reagan Pfeiffer, and I'm guessing that one is going to be unassisted as she did all the work at the neutral zone. And the Sioux Falls Flyers, at 6:27, they're going to make this a 2-0 lead. And if you're the Watertown Lakers, you're building yourself a mountain, because you don't need to get 2 goals, 3 goals against a team like this. It's a long ways to come back. It's 2-0 Sioux Falls Flyers as Reagan Pfeiffer gets an unassisted goal. Play continues. Offensive zone here for the Flyers as one of the Flyers
That was a
rubbed
good little check.
Yeah,
I like that. A little physicality there.
That's called a hip check in girls hockey.
That's going to be an offsides.
And we're going to be offsides as the Flyers race into that offensive zone. They've been doing it all night. They get from the defensive zone through that neutral zone and take the offensive zone as quick as any team in the league.
Yeah, absolutely. One of the things I want to point out is a lot of people think girls hockey is no check. I mean, it might be no check, but that doesn't mean it's not physical. It's a very physical game.
Yeah, the rules say no checking in girls hockey. As the play continues here, a shot goes on, broken up. Maybe looking for a rebound there. Nice crash of the net there was by Lucy Nelson. Yeah, girls hockey is they do a good job in positioning their bodies, and I think a lot of times better than the boys do, because that's what they have to do to play within the rules of the no checking, no contact type situation. But they get pretty good at it. They call it a hip check in girls hockey, and they get good at it as Grayson Webb is going to go down in the offensive zone and quickly surrounded on a back check. The Sioux Falls Flyers down on that far end. We're perched up here in the third level of the Premier Ice Arena in this far corner as the Lakers take the offensive zone, pushing it down deep, trying to get a step in that far corner are the Lakers. This one goes all the way across, not quite a shot. Lakers just registering 1 shot on goal thus far. We're at the 5-minute mark here in this first period as the puck is tied up and it's pushed on deep. For the Lakers in their offensive zone, quickly back out. And we have a rush here by the Sioux Falls Flyers. If they hurry, that is Lucy Nelson. She lost the handle on the puck there. Good job there by Harper Hendricks breaking that one, as Harper's going to race all the way down to the far end to give chase in her offensive zone. Harper Hendricks taking it off his stick momentarily. And this puck is a rebound puck. That was a nice, probably the best shot that Marissa Reddy has seen tonight yet. And she gave up a rebound. Lakers couldn't quite get there to capitalize.
Yeah,
we can see the replay here while we'll watch that quick. Right there
Peterson
it was
with that quick stick to swipe it out of harm's way and get it behind the goal line.
Yeah, that was a juicy one there for a second as they collapsed on that one. As a goalie, those rebounds are huge. You got to control where they go, and at least if you don't control where they go, you better know where they go.
and you better know who's around you too.
Yeah.
Because you give up even a tiny rebound with some of these teams, they got somebody sitting right there, and they'll pound that in.
This one's going to go all the way down, where Kira Reppi's going to grab it for her teammate, and we didn't go all the way down. This is Harper Hendricks going to push it up to a teammate looking for Schleisner. Couldn't get it on a backhand pass in the neutral zone. Now it goes up into the offensive zone as the Sioux Falls Flyers now are going to push it all the way back down.
We didn't even notice.
How can you
Flyers got a penalty, and we didn't even notice.
How can you broadcast a game and not know that? You know how many times I've done that? So we are.
I do it all the time. Somebody went to the box.
The Lakers are on a power play here, and there goes a shot on by the Lakers. Wow, how do you miss that? Two seasoned veteran broadcasters here, and we're missing the game.
Apparently.
As the Lakers go back, this is Lily Murray going to pick it up in the defensive zone. It kind of looked a little bit weird. It didn't look like 5-on-5 hockey.
All right, so the penalty was number 18, Evelyn Berg, for hooking minor.
All right, so there's a hook.
4:33 mark of the first period.
4:33, all right. So the Lakers have 47 seconds to get this power play opportunity. Lucy Nelson's down in front, and she's going to get a tripping call. Now we're going to have a penalty. I saw that one.
Yeah, we both caught that one. We didn't catch the first one.
Oh, well, that's the way it goes. So we have our second penalty of the period here, and this is going to come in on the Watertown Lakers.
Yep, and we're going to do a little 4-on-4 hockey for the next 40 minutes. That's always fun. Ice opens up a little bit.
That's going to be Gracelyn Webb at the 3:12 mark. So we're going to play 4-on-4 hockey for what you said, 40 seconds. And then the Sioux Falls Flyers will go on a power play. The Sioux Falls Flyers, as they were on a penalty kill, have not given up a goal on a penalty kill yet this year. That was a stat that I saw. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, they play a very aggressive penalty kill.
4-on-4 hockey here. Sioux Falls generated one shot as Reppy took it off of her pad. As Harper Hendricks gets it up out of the zone, and now it gets pushed back in all the way back around Kira Reppy. On the attack over on the far side is Knutson. As it stays in the offensive zone.
That was barely. That was a fine line right there.
We're already down to 12 seconds on this 4-on-4 here, and then it's going to go to a power play as Sioux Falls is most likely trying to burn up a little time to get on that power play. And we're 3 seconds away as Sioux Falls brings it in the offensive zone, and she blows a tire just inside that blue line. Sioux Falls Flyers are now on a power play. Their power play has been also pretty good. I had a statistic on that. Their power play is 53%. They average 1.3 goals on their power play as they come through the neutral zone in a hurry. This is the Sioux Falls Flyer looking for Pesca, and Pesca's going to take a shot. Getting a stick on it was the Watertown Lakers up into the screen. And we're already under a minute in that power play opportunity here for the Sioux Falls Flyers.
So far, this is a pretty fast game by both teams. The Lakers are doing a pretty good job of sticking with the Flyers. This could definitely be a lot more than a 2-0 game. Yeah,
you look at the shots on goal. It's 12-3 as far as shots on goal in favor of the Flyers. Flyers control the power play here as shot goes on, a rebound. Kira Reppy tries to get it up to her glove, can't quite do it. Sioux Falls Flyers are in control. This is a power play. It was a tripping call on Gracelyn Webb. And looking for a centering pass. This is Pesca, and covered up by Kira Reppy.
That was a good stick by Lily Murray, or a good skate by Lily Murray to get the puck right over to Reppy.
Lily Murray comes from a long line of hockey, as her dad has played at several different levels. He's a Canadian hockey player. So as Sioux Falls Flyer, this is Pesca going to take a look. She goes all the way up the ice and across. There goes a shot, tipped away. That shot went in by Rebecca Harris. Warded off, and the Lakers do get it out to the neutral zone. 13 seconds left on this power play for the Flyers as they take the offensive zone now. Looking back to Pesca. Pesca's going to take a shot as she aimed that one right off the shoulder of Reppy. Puck in front. Reppy found it and gets it covered up. A stoppage of play. We're already at a minute 12 in this first period. 1 second left. One puck drop of a power play left here for the Sioux Falls Flyers. It's been all Sioux Falls Flyers as far as puck possession is concerned, and shots on goal, of course, also. The Flyers showing their speed, as they do, and some of that veteran skaters out on the ice. This is Nelson, Honor, and Watson are going to go into the offensive faceoff here as the power play expires. This Gracelyn Webb reports to the ice, controlled deep in the offensive zone here for the Flyers off the back of the rack. Leave that one back. This is Watson reversing field. She's going to go out to the defense, going to push it, trying to push it back to Watson. Watson's going to pick it up out of that mess now. And this is Grayson Webb going to get it out into the neutral zone. Turn it around quickly are the Flyers, bouncing it off that Lakers bench on that far side, centering pass. Centering pass from the Flyers right in front, point blank. That one misses everything. Off to the side, it's Sioux Falls Flyers. Murray tries to get it turned in the right direction. Flyers going back out to the defense. It's offensive play here for the Flyers. A puck that was deflected. Save. A nice pad save by Reppy. As the offensive play continues, now it goes out into the neutral zone. And we are at that 22-second mark in this first period. It's a 2-0 game. Sioux Falls Flyers as they take one more shot into that offensive zone. This is Watson. She gets it taken off her stick. Nice play there, defensive play by Murray. And she's going to push it over the far side. We're at that 8-second mark. Trying to get it out are the Lakers. And centering pass. And it gets a centering pass and they score.
Knutson from Nelson on
Knutson from Nelson with just 2 seconds left. We'll take a look at this one on the replay. Centering pass. Can't quite get a stick on it where the Lakers. And Knutson was there to bury it in the back of the net. One that you don't like to see if you're a Laker fan. Right at the end of the period, you're trying to survive, get to your locker room. And we did have an assist. Who was that one?
It was Lucy Nelson did the only assist on that.
All right,
yeah.
Lucy Nelson gets an assist.
Passed out right out of the corner, right to the stick.
So she has a goal and assist, and the puck is dropped. And that's going to do it for the first period here from the Premier Ice Rink here at the Prairie Lakes Ice Arena. And it's a 3-0 game. This is kind of how it went down at 15:25. It was Lucy Nelson from Watson. She started it out, the scoring, made it a 1-0 game. Then at 6:27, the Sioux Falls Flyers struck again, and that was Reagan Pfeiffer. It was an unassisted goal, as you see some of the highlights being played right now. And then that last one with just 2 seconds left, and it was Knutson from Nelson, and you can see that shot right there. And it's the Sioux Falls Flyers finding the back of the net 3 times on 18 shots, just 3 shots on goal for the Watertown Lakers. As Emma Schleisner put a pretty good shot on, one of the better shots so far for the Lakers, as they have only had 3 shots. But it's, we'll watch some of these highlights. This is the one that happened right at the end of the period with 2 seconds left. Right over the top of the stick.
Yeah, Reppy didn't have much of a chance on that one. She was already down, and which for a goaltender, that's what they're supposed to do. Take away that low area because most of the shots aren't going up. But Knutson just managed to put that right over her shoulder. Each team had a penalty in this one. Neither team could score a power play goal, as that last goal was not a power play goal. No, it wasn't. Because there was just 2 seconds left as their power play did expire, as the Sioux Falls had a short power play. But anyway, it's a 3-0 game here at the Prairie Lakes Ice Arena. We're going to step aside, and we're going to come back in about maybe 10 to 15 minutes and bring you that second period. It's the Sioux Falls Flyers 3-0 over the Watertown Lakers.
Come to Sharp Automotive Group, where we're here to help you find the best deal in town. We have the largest truck inventory in Northeast South Dakota and the best selection of cars and SUVs too. You'll get the best price the first time and the best selection. So stop in today at Sharp Automotive Group.
Pick 6 for $19.99 is the perfect meal for 2.
I can't believe we're on a date.
Oh, I'm just here for pick 6.
Imagine what our kids would look like.
I don't want to have kids with you.
6 kids.
6?
Pick 6.
Wait, could we eat here every meal?
Yes.
All right, I'm down. Pick 6 meal for 2 for $19.99.
For 45 years, the Watertown Area Community Foundation has been right here investing in the vitality of our community and helping us grow. With over $11 million granted locally and $35 million in assets, the foundation is dedicated to making a real difference in Watertown. From supporting education and health initiatives to enhancing parks and local arts, our mission is to enrich lives by looking forward and giving back. When you support the Watertown Area Community Foundation, you're building a stronger, brighter future for us all. Together, we're making Watertown better, one investment at a time.
The sky's the limit with SkyTab. Your all-in-one mission control center featuring state-of-the-art tools to manage your restaurant. Accept orders at the table or online. Everything is seamless. Online reservations? We got that too. Want to send orders directly to the kitchen? No problem. Ready to pay? You can do that right at the table. Need to build loyalty? We've got you covered. Now take it to the next level with email marketing. Analyze your performance with advanced reporting tools. All easily accessible with the InCharge mobile app. It's time to skyrocket your business with SkyTab.
Looking for a way to show your school spirit and support the Watertown School District? With the Aero Spirit card from American Bank and Trust, you can do both. Every time you use your Aero Spirit debit card, a portion of your purchase goes right back to the school, helping fund important programs and activities. It's a win for you and a big win for our students. Visit your local American Bank and Trust at 1715 First Avenue Northeast today to sign up and make a difference with every swipe. American Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Do something to launch your future at Lake Area Tech. It's a living, working, thought-producing environment to help you level up in the workforce. Combined with hands-on training and real-world experience, you'll be ready to find a high-paying career you'll love right out of school, the way 99% of our graduates do. It's the best return on your college investment, the quickest path to your future success. Lake Area Tech, the start of something new.
For 3 generations, Technicolor Screen Printing has been Watertown's go-to for custom apparel and design. We combine decades of experience with the latest printing tech to capture every detail. From bold prints to detailed embroidery, Technicolor does it all. Whether it's your team, business, or special event, we bring your vision to life. Technicolor Screen Printing. Your colors, your story, your style.
Communities come together to serve a need, fix a problem, and build stronger. Custom Fabricators, a locally owned manufacturer, partnered with the Watertown Lakers to build custom lockers and provide custom storage solutions. From design and measurement to fabrication and installation, Custom Fabricators stepped up to reinforce the next generation of hockey. No fanfare, no spotlight, just a genuine, we've got your back. Custom Fabricators, because this is our community.
Give your home or business a facelift with Cashway Lumber. Our easy install, ready to paint LP Smart Side siding offers the beauty of traditional wood with more durability. Add texture and design to your home's exterior with Versetta stone. Beautify and protect your home with Landmark shingles, giving your home the ideal look with confidence.
You can count on Cashway for jobs done right. Cashway.
For when you are ready to get the job done, choose Cashway Lumber for a job done right.
Hockey fans, are you ready for power, speed, and precision on and off the ice? At Pelican Power Sports, we bring that same championship mentality to your ride. Whether it's snowmobiles, ATVs, motorcycles, jet skis, or UTVs, we service and repair them all to keep you in the action year-round. Pelican Power Sports, service and repair with a personal touch.
Come to Sharp Automotive Group, where we're here to help you find the best deal in town. We have the largest truck inventory in Northeast South Dakota and the best selection of cars and SUVs too. You'll get the best price the first time and the best selection, so stop in today at Sharp Automotive Group.
got a sauce for every squad. Don't drip on the drip. It's the greatest of all times. Buffalo Wild Wings.
'Tis the season to put on your best vest and paint the town blaze orange. To answer the chorus of the most pheasants in the nation. Here, opening day is a holiday. The beginning of a ritual. The continuation of a tradition. Follow the call of the field to Watertown. There's so much South Dakota, so little time.
Do your best on DIY projects for your business or home with Cashway Lumber. Transform your kitchen with custom cabinetry designed uniquely for your home. Explore what Bear-built woodworks can do to add character to your space. Add warmth and durability with the new floor covering. We can even install it for you. Or bring color to your space with Benjamin Moore paint.
You can count on Cashway for jobs done right. Cashway.
For when you are ready to get the job done, choose Cashway Lumber for a job done right.
Come to Sharp Automotive Group, where we're here to help you find the best deal in town. We have the largest truck inventory in
All right, we're back at the Prairie Lakes Ice Arena. It's Jim and Chico going to bring it to you anywhere in the world. As let's see,
I'm good.
Okay, sorry about that.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, I didn't know if you could hear me. Sorry about that. But anyway, it's Jim and Chico bringing you Watertown Laker hockey and Sioux Falls Flyer hockey. Chico is the expert in girls hockey in Sioux Falls, and been a pretty good period. It was all Sioux Falls. They have a lead of 3-0 at this point. We off the air we talked a little bit about girls hockey, and there's so much to talk about when it comes to girls hockey.
There is. I mean, just with the advent of the PWHL and some of the stuff that they've done there has really moved the game forward, especially on the girls' side, which has been severely lacking. But some of the interesting things that they've done, like the PWHL, the Players Association there, has actually went to the Referees Association for the PWHL, and they said, hey, we want to be able to check.
Yeah.
And the Referees Association said, okay, if you want to do it, you can do it. So if you watch these PWHL games, they're not the big blow-up hits, but they are very, very physical. And you typically didn't see that in girls hockey until they started doing it. But one of the other rules that I absolutely love, and I'd like to see it brought into more venues, is a jailbreak rule. Are you familiar with that one?
No, tell us about the jailbreak rule.
So the jailbreak rule in the PWHL is if you are on a penalty kill and you score a goal, your player comes out of the box. They get out. They get out of jail. And what that does is that made the penalty kills way more aggressive,
right,
and much more exciting. They're not sitting back at their net, just protecting it. They're actually pushing the play up the ice during a penalty kill. And it's so cool to watch. These players go absolutely nuts when they break one of their teammates out of jail.
Oh, that's kind of neat. It's like the old kick the can rule years ago, right?
Yeah.
But you can break yourself out of jail. But there's all kinds of rules that we see all the time as broadcasters. One of the rules that I'd like to see brought back into South Dakota hockey would be the icing rule, where when you ice the puck, you can't change players.
I
agree. That was like that for a while in the boys' game, and then they brought it back to the way it is now. So when you ice the puck, you can change out your players, which I don't really like. I think it'd be nice if you can play well enough to hold the other team in the defensive zone. I think there should be an advantage to that, right? Mm-hmm. And if they ice the puck, you got to stay out there. That's the way it is in college hockey, boys and girls hockey. You cannot change out on an icing.
So I'm gonna be a little controversial here. a lot of people don't agree with me on this, but one of the things that they did that I actually do agree with USA Hockey about is they actually changed it so that you can't if you throw the puck all the way down, it's still an icing on a penalty kill for some of the older ones.
Yep.
And I don't know if you know the history of being able to do that. That actually came about in the Montreal Canadiens back in the 1930s. They would purposely draw a penalty, and then they just slaughtered teams on the power play. So the NHL actually put it in place that these teams could throw the puck all the way down the ice, and then they could go get a change because there wasn't an icing.
Right.
It's the anti-Montreal Canadian rule, and a lot of people don't. They don't agree with me on that, but I think that needs to be brought back where you can't ice the puck on a penalty kill. And the reason, a very simple question is, why would you give a team an advantage they otherwise wouldn't have?
Right.
Just because they got a penalty.
So
it doesn't make any sense.
It's fun to talk about rules, and as broadcasters, we see a lot of that stuff, and we all we think about it as we broadcast. So we have an opinion all the time on rules, but a lot of the general public don't understand hockey in general, right?
Oh, absolutely.
So that's why we don't come to a hockey game. That's why we don't listen to a hockey game. That's why my kids don't play hockey, is because I don't get it. and you hear that all the time. And I tell everybody, if you don't understand hockey and perhaps want to get involved in hockey or watch hockey, come to a girls' game. Come to a younger girls' game, a varsity girls' game. It moves a little slower. You can see what an offsides looks like. You can see a lot of the rules that happen in girls' hockey because it happens slower, and it's just easier to see.
Yeah.
So when you talk about rules of hockey, learn them with the girls' game. It's a great way to see it.
I don't disagree with that. It's so much fun once you actually figure out the rules to the game, and there's no other game like it.
There isn't.
I'm going to give you another stat here. This is something I learned a few years ago. In your average NFL game, do you know how much time is spent with the game actually being played?
Very little.
11 minutes.
Yeah, I believe it.
11 minutes.
I believe it.
Now, if you take your average hockey game, how much time is being played? Well, all of it.
Yeah.
Because if the puck's in play, there's something going on.
How many times have you broadcasted a game where there's no whistle for a whole period?
Oh, it's crazy. And you're just
whole
like,
period.
Yeah. we need those whistles because we have to be able to get some type of vocal break.
Yeah. Well, so speaking about a little strategy now, I call this this is my phrase, it's the period of long ice. Mm-hmm. You're the farthest you can be from your bench.
Yep.
And that does come into play. Talk about the Flyers, how they lock down the Lakers in the defensive zone. If they do it now it's really hard for the Lakers to get a change to get over to their bench.
Right.
So it becomes really crucial that you get out of your defensive zone in the second period.
It is, but it's also crucial to pay attention to the benches. I've actually seen this in some NHL and professional games where the player would come on the bench on one end, and another player would come off the bench onto the ice on the other end. And they purposely do that. That is intentional.
This game is underway. The center face-off was controlled by the Flyers as it goes out into the neutral zone. Lakers are now coming right at us into the near corner, and the Flyers have to go down to the far end from where we're broadcasting, as the Flyers now do get it up out of their defensive zone. Bringing that one along was Reagan Pfeiffer. Offensive zone play continues as the Lakers look to circle the wagons. As a shot by Pesca. She goes down as soon as she shoots it. Held in by the Flyers on the near side. This is Aniston Murray. It's Murray, Reagan, and Pesca for the Flyers. As we get into the second period of hockey, it's been Flyers as they put a backhanded shot towards Kira Reppy, and she's been a busy goalie tonight.
She has been, and I think she will be for the entirety of the game.
But you talk about goalies. As a goalie, they like that kind of game.
Oh, yeah.
They love it. More shots, the better, because they're involved. If you look down on the other end, Marissa Reddy, she saw 3 shots. Her feet are probably getting cold. And as a goalie, you want to see shots. You really do. And the Flyers have surely have put it on to the Lakers' Kira Reppy as play continues in the offensive zone here for the Flyers. Down on that far side, chasing is Lucy Nelson as she's going to look for a centering pass. Loses it off her stick. This goes back out to the defense. That's Evelyn Berg playing defense there for the Flyers. The Flyers come with 6 defensive players as they use them all, pushing that one toward.
Reppy was on the spot there.
That was Hallie Watson pushing that along and got it all the way to the crease, and maybe didn't quite get enough on it as Reppy gets on that one. We got a stoppage of play, offensive faceoff coming here for the Flyers. Just barely into the second period. In Watertown. It's a nice day in Watertown, in balmy Watertown. I think it was 40 degrees here today. You can't say that very often as the Flyers regroup.
Not this time of year.
The Flyers regrouping quickly into the offensive zone as they push this one around, looking for a pass over on the far side, broken up by the Lakers. As they're going to circle now and going to shoot it down into that far corner are the Flyers. Offensive zone play. A lot of offensive zone play for the Flyers. It comes out to the defense. They're going to step this one down in that farthest corner from us. It's all the way down to the far end. As a stick goes loose there for the Lakers, and we're going to have an interference call.
Yes, we are.
Another one I missed.
I missed well, we caught the penalty. We caught that there was one.
Yeah.
So we're on the right track right there.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we didn't continue on. And
that's Lily Gora going to the box for an interference.
So Gora is going to give the Watertown Lakers their second power play of this game thus far, and it was an interference call. And that happened right at the 15-minute mark. Offensive face-off, I should say, to the right-hand side of Marissa Reddy as the Lakers are on a power play. Once again, we talked about it earlier, Chico. The Sioux Falls Flyers have not given up a power play goal yet this year.
Yep, and let's see if the Lakers are going to be the ones to crack that.
Well, being down 3-0 to the Lakers, that's where you want to be, although this is Pesca going to bring it into the blue paint, and down on the far end looking at a short-handed attempt, and Reppy was ready for her.
She was. That and in this game, those goalies have to be ready at any point in time. Yeah. You never know when you're going to see a player bearing down on you.
Well, and Reagan Pesca, she's the number one scorer in the state right now. She has 8 goals, 10 assists, 18 points in altogether. So she's been a force, and she is a captain on this Sioux Falls Flyers team. And if somebody's going to look short-handed, it's going to be her. As an offensive faceoff gets pushed once again towards Reppy, she shoots it out to the side. Remember, this is a power play here for the Watertown Lakers, playing on the wrong end as it comes out to the neutral zone, and as the Sioux Falls Flyers dump it in their offensive zone. This is Murray going to try to get it up out of that defensive zone.
I'm glad you said that because I didn't want to.
That's all right. As the Lakers try to chip it out, now they get it out into the neutral zone. Pushing this one forward is the Lakers. As they do take the offensive zone, not cleanly. There goes a shot, goes all the way across the blue paint for the Lakers as the Sioux Falls Flyers are able to clear this one down. We're already under a minute in this Watertown Laker. It was a Gora interference call that came in. As circling this one around is Hallie Watson. She's going to burn up some time in the neutral zone. Over on the far side, she got it over to Lucy Nelson as she goes down. A couple players go down. Now one more goes down. And it's chipped out into the neutral zone. Lakers have not put together an offensive power play as they now get it into the offensive zone. We're at 29 seconds as the Flyers are able to clear the puck. As racing down and winning this one is Lucy Nelson. Lucy Nelson playing with it in the offensive zone at that red line, wasting a little time. She's going to throw it all the way back out to the red line. Waiting over there is the Watertown Lakers. That was taken off her stick. Nice play there by the Flyers. That was Callie Peterson as she picked the pocket of the Watertown Lakers. And we are 5-on-5 hockey. And guess what? This is Pesca. She's going to take it in real quick as she gets her own rebound. It was a pad save there by Reppy. And Pesca circles it back around. There goes a shot on, and they're going to score.
And that was my daughter, Brianna Marvisi, burying that one off of a pass from Reagan Pesca.
So it's going to be Marvisi from Pesca. And the Flyers are off to a 4-0. And that one happened at 12:44 for the Sioux Falls Flyers. I think we missed the replay on that, but that was a nifty little give and go. Pesca left it for Marisi. And she buried it in the back of the net.
Right underneath that elbow of Reppe.
So we're already facing off. That is won by the Flyers. The last time these guys played, you remember the score. They played, I think it was 8-1 or 8-2.
Yeah, 8-1.
The last time they played as Reppe covers the puck. A little pushing and shoving down on that far end. Yeah, so it was an 8-1 back in November 22nd. And that was in Sioux Falls, if I recall.
That
correct?
was, yeah. That is correct.
The Lakers have a mountain to climb as they win the face-off on the left-hand side of Reppy. They're going to circle the wagons here back behind their own goalie. Tapping it off the boards on the far side, now chipping it out into the neutral zone out of the Lakers. Pushing it down. This is Emma Schleissner. She's going to push it in, and Reddy was there to stop that one. Offensive zone play here now for the Lakers as they lose it into the neutral zone, and we're going back the other way.
You missed a little play down here. Harris and Hendricks, number 44. Oh, that was Schleissner.
Schleissner, yep.
Yeah, they were kind of going at it in front of the net as the play moved back up. It was pretty funny to watch. I'm not sure if any of that got caught on video, but I was eyeballing it.
As that was happening on this end, the Flyers quickly went to the other end, and Reppy had to stop another one. She stopped 23, or she's seen 23 shots already. It's a 4-0 lead here for the Flyers. Offensive zone here for the Flyers off the faceoff. There goes a shot in. That's broken up in traffic. Maybe a tip in front. Couldn't quite get it down. Or the Flyers, as they had a person parked in front. Play continues over on that far corner here in the Prairie Lakes Ice Arena. This is Marvici. She's going to get a crowd right as she goes in. And the referee's going to take two of them. Marvici went into a crowd as she tried to get to that right-hand post of Reppy. And we're going to see a coincidental as the referees are going to take both of them.
Yep, let's see. Marvici's one of them. And then who is that other one? Didn't quite catch the number.
See what it comes up. We'll get it for you. Nonetheless, we're going to play 5-on-5 here. Alyssa Matthews is the one that goes into the penalty box.
Alyssa Matthews, both of them for roughing.
It is a roughing call. It didn't look too rough, but it was rough enough, right?
Yeah, it was. I mean, they went to the box, so yeah.
So 5-on-5 hockey here in the Prairie Lakes Ice Arena. Centering pass. Couldn't get their stick on it. That one loose puck in front. Where's it at?
Oh, a little bit of shoving right up front there.
Reppy had it all the way. It's a tough puck for us to see in traffic down on that far end. But Reppy knew where it was. She's got it in her glove. We have a stoppage of play, 11:21. We're going to face off to the left-hand side.
What did I say earlier about the physical hockey?
Yep.
Doesn't matter these girls. These girls will cross-check each other.
That's right.
If they need to.
Murray, Reagan, and Pesca is that line for the Flyers as the Flyers are going to chase back into their defensive zone quickly up to the neutral zone, looking for a cross-neutral ice pass. Couldn't quite get it. Lakers are in the way. Here comes Hendricks. Hendricks going to draw a crowd in the neutral zone. She goes down as the Flyers are going to turn this one back around. Turn it back around is Callie Peterson. Pushes it down to the far corner. Lakers trying to get up out of that defensive zone. There's been times in this game, quite a few times, the Lakers have been pinned into that defensive zone. And as we talked about earlier, it's the farthest from the Lakers bench as you can get right now. As Hendricks traps the puck over there for the Lakers on that far side. Coming out of there is the Sioux Falls Flyers, penalty. And she was chipped. It looks like Harper Hendricks knows that it's her.
She didn't argue anything. She went skated straight to the box.
So Harper Hendricks, I'm going to call it a trip because that's what it looked like to me.
Yeah, that was a call.
All right. So Sioux Falls Flyers are going to go on a power play here. 53% on their power play is what they've done this year. Quickly they're off to playing offense, and a shot goes up into the glove of
with
Reppy.
A nice glove.
It looks like a one-hopper to the shortstop, but she's got it in her glove. You got to stay awake in this power play for the Flyers. They score quite often on their power play. It's a 1.3 is what they put in the net as they're going to set up shop on the near dot, looking all the way across to the other dot. Can't get it on her stick. We're the Sioux Falls Flyers. Yeah, 53% on the power play are the Flyers, and then we get another stoppage of play as Kira Reppy continues to take care of the puck on that far end for the Lakers. She's that senior goalie, the only senior on this team.
Really?
The only senior on this team. And it'll be interesting to see what this team looks like next year. Pretty much the same.
You know what? For the Flyers, I'm pretty sure Pesca's a junior, but Harris is one of the few seniors on that team. The team's going to look almost identical next year, too.
This is Schleissner. She's pushing it ahead. She's going to be one on goalie here. Going to take a shot right into the pad, and she gets it in on a rebound. Don't know if she touched it on a rebound. Nonetheless, the Lakers are on the scoreboard here. with Schleicher. Take a look at this one. She pushes it, and yeah, it was maybe a bounce. I don't know if she touched it there or not.
I don't know if she touched it either, but Reddy did not gather that one up well enough, and it bounced back out and hit something in front and went right in the net.
I'm thinking it's going to be unassisted.
Well, we'll check that here.
It is a power play goal.
Yep. Unassisted.
Unassisted for Emma Schleicher.
No, that's a shorthanded goal.
Oh, sorry, shorthanded. Yeah. A shorthanded goal. Those are always nice. I call them freebies.
Yeah. Hey, you remember I was talking about the jailbreak rule?
That's right.
That would have been a perfect opportunity for them to break one of their players out of the box.
As the Flyers play on their power play. Sorry, we had that one mixed up. It was a shorthanded goal by Emma, and this is Graceland Webb. She's off to the races. She's going to be one on goalie if she hurries. Takes a shot. Didn't get much out of it. Pad save there by Reddy. The Flyers giving up some shorthanded opportunities. As the Lakers shorthanded, as quickly the Flyers are up in to their offensive zone on their power play. Cross ice, Reppy, a nice shot there, and tried to get a backhanded shot in where the Flyers, and Reppy was sprawled out covering all the blue. And once again, this is shorthanded by Graceland Webb, sticked away by Reddy. The Lakers doing a nice job on this penalty kill here. They get one shorthanded, as they've had 3 shorthanded opportunities, and good opportunities, as this one comes up through the neutral zone. Going to be settled down there by the Lakers in their defensive zone. Nice cross-ice pass between all the Flyers as this one gets pushed down into the defensive zone here for the Flyers. They're going to turn this one around. If you're paying attention, it was a power play here for the Flyers, and it's going to expire as of right now as Hallie Watson takes it in on her forehand, and Kara Reppy gets another one.
Hallie Watson with that really quick shot, but Reppy was on the ball with that one. She did not give up a rebound either.
So the power play opportunity for the Flyers was erased by a goal and 2 other shorthanded opportunities for the Lakers. So this second period, the Lakers are showing a little life.
So they almost doubled their shot count on that on that penalty kill there.
They're showing 5 shots on goal, 29 shots on goal for the Flyers. But nonetheless, it is a 4-1 game, and if you got to climb the mountain, you got to do it one at a time.
Absolutely.
If you're the Lakers, offensive faceoff coming here for the Flyers. It's pushed into that far corner. Chasing down into that far corner is Scarlet Black. Lakers.
One of the things I think is really cool about all these teams in South Dakota is a lot of these girls play on Team South Dakota together.
They do. They know each other quite well.
They know each other really well. Harper Hendricks, Schleichner, from Watertown, they both play on the Team South Dakota.
Graceland Webb, I think, played this last year. Yeah. So, and that's a good league for the girls in the summer. They get together and they play a lot of games and then get to go to the national tournament as Harper Hendricks goes down. And we're going to have a power play opportunity coming here for the Watertown Lakers. And it was a tripping call, and that one is going to go on Scarlet Black. So the Flyers at 7:52. Yeah, Scarlet Black, we'll get it right here. And a trip. So a power play opportunity coming here for the Lakers. They scored a shorthanded goal. That was a shorthanded goal by Schleichner, unassisted. And let's see what they can do on their power play. Once again, we said it before, the Flyers have not been scored on a power play yet this year. As the
there's a first time for everything.
There is.
You can't get complacent.
Holding the zone is the Lakers, as this one's as the Flyers trying to get it up out of the zone. It's held in. Now it's pushed out. This is Pesca. Pesca's going to go in 2-on-1. Skating back is Murray, and this is Pesca going to take it around, and a shot is deflected away by Reppy, as the Sioux Falls Flyers going to have to check up on an offsides here. It is a power play here for the Lakers. It's down on the far end. And playing a little offense, shorthanded, is the Flyers. As the Lakers now are going to push it all the way back down. It's going to go all the way down. It's going to be an icing call on a power play.
That means you need to control the puck a lot better.
Yep.
I mean, the whole thing with the power play is just that puck control. You need to maintain control of it. You need to bring it in, even if you have to slow it down a little bit, bring it in controlled, and and just move the puck around until you find that opportunity.
Well, and credit the Flyers being a man down, and the puck pressure that they've put on the puck has been very good. So this one is controlled, an offensive faceoff for the Flyers. This is Lucy Nelson moving it back out to the defense. It's an offensive play here. This back out to Nelson on the dot. She's going to go with her backhand, find her forehand. And that was maybe a pad save or maybe a glove save. Nonetheless, Nelson going to try to get it out to her defender. This is the Lakers on a power play, however. We're underneath a minute. And it's been Flyers. This is Marvici, and she's going to skate around, going to take a shot up and over the top of everything. This is a shorthanded opportunity, shorthanded play in their offensive zone for the Flyers on the far side. Looking for a centering pass. Are the Flyers? Good defense there by the Lakers. Held in by the Sioux Falls Flyers. This is Watson takes a shot. That sounded like maybe
that was a blocker save there. She just got that blocker up.
And this power play opportunity is not going like Coach Vanelli drew up.
They did better on the penalty kill.
You're better off to be shorthanded if you're the Lakers, as now they're just trying to get it out of their zone on a power play. Let that thing go away. We're 5-on-5 as Marvici gets out, and we're going to get a whistle. It's going to be an offsides call the way it looks to me.
That's what it looks like to me, too.
Stoppage of play here at 5:49. We're already to the end of that second period. Watertown Lakers did get a goal here. At the 10-minute mark, it was Emma Schleicher on a shorthanded goal, unassisted. But it is a 4-1 game, as the Flyers scored 3 in the first period, 1 in the second period. And this is Gracelyn Webb going to enter 1-on-4. She's going to throw it at the stick of Marissa Reddy. We haven't said her name too much, as she's only seen 6 shots, as she works between the pipes for the Sioux Falls Flyers right down in front of us. This is Pesca. Going to get it on her stick, looking for a cross-ice pass, broken up in traffic in the neutral zone by Piper Kruger. Piper Kruger's playing on that second line. She's just a freshman for the Lakers, as a shot attempt by the Flyers on the far side was broken up as it does come out in the neutral zone. Grayson Webb's got to hustle to it. She's not going to get there as the Flyers turn it around in the neutral zone. Going back up the other way are the Flyers. That is Lily Gora. She wears that number 3, looking for a centering pass. There's a slap shot on a loose puck.
Great save by Reppy.
And Reppy saves a slap shot. That was a rocket. That was taken by Rigolizzo, I believe.
Rigolizzo, yeah.
Rigolizzo. That was a great shot just inside.
She's one of the youngest on the team. She's only 13.
She's been working on that slap shot, I think, for 14 years.
Yeah. You're not wrong there. And she is probably one of the most physical players on the team, too, even being one of the youngest. She's not one you want to try and push around. She will out-bully anybody.
Well, we know she's got a good slap shot, as Reppy found that one. A little give and go here for the Flyers. Puck in front, broken up by the Lakers. Offensive zone, of course, here for the Flyers. Flyers going to swing this around, looking down to the red line, centering pass. Flyers doing a nice job of getting it to the red line and looking for that centering pass. Just can't quite connect on it in this second period. Up through the neutral zone now are the Flyers into the offensive zone. They go in 3-on-5, taking off the stick. This is Schleichner. Tried to get it out on a backhand. Lakers trying to push it up out of there. Saved by the Sioux Falls Flyers as Hallie Watson, as she's going to push it deep and go get a break. This is the period of long ice. The Lakers getting trapped in that defensive zone a long ways from their own bench. As the Flyers, this is Marvici. She's going to try to step around. Centering shot, maybe a pass. Looked like maybe a pass or a shot. Could have been either. Nonetheless, it was patted away by Reppy. As the Lakers, this is Emma Schleichner. She's going to get it going with her legs. She's got that one unassisted goal for the Lakers, as she's going to push it down as it goes off the paddle. Oh, Marissa Reddy leaves it for a teammate. Coming back the other way are the Flyers. Coming back, this is Rebecca Harris, as she's going to push it into the offensive zone, pushing it towards, looking at a backhand. That's Harris trying to get a backhand opportunity, and sprawled out was Kira Reppy.
Another good save by Reppy. She's been busy this entire game and has done a phenomenal job. The first time I was up here last year, I remember Vanelli was just tearing it up. She did so good. It was a pretty close game, too. Vanelli was just making save after save. Reppy's doing almost as good.
Well, Coach Vanilli has a really good problem. He has 2 really good goalies, and he's missing some players tonight, so he's actually skating out Nyla tonight. Nyla Vanilli, she wears 25, and she skates out, and she's out there right now as she's helping out the skating crew of the Lakers as they're missing 2 players tonight. Missing tonight from the lineup is McKenna Knopf and Keegan Stolp. So those 2 girls are missed, and Coach Vanilli is looking for any skater that he can find at this point, as this is a very young team, but not a very deep team for the Lakers. They bring 2 full lines and some extras in that offense and that forward lines.
Whereas the Flyers have 4 solid.
Yeah, and they can play them all interchangeably. Yeah. Coach Penny does a nice job over there. He's been in that Sioux Falls bench for quite a while. And talk about Team South Dakota, he's very an avid coach. He's coached at lots of different levels of girls hockey and that Team South Dakota. So he knows all these girls also. He's a good girls hockey coach. He really is.
Yeah.
Don't tell him I said that. I hope he goes and watch the broadcast.
My lips are sealed. Actually, he does. He uses all my video for all of his video review.
Yep.
So it's probably going to get on there because this game is actually being broadcast on 2 separate channels, the Watertown channel and then Marvisi Hockey Productions also.
As this is Pesca beating one of the Lakers to the puck.
That was a smart cover-up right there. There was a lot of chaos coming down towards her.
There was. Yeah. Brady Penny, yeah, he does a good job for the Sioux Falls Flyers and has been in the coaching ranks a long time. Got to know him quite well as I had 2 daughters play Team South Dakota and got to hang out with him a little bit. But I hate to give him too much credit because, you know how it goes. As play continues down here, as this is picking up the puck is Hailey Watson, and she's going to get it into the offensive zone. She's going to hand it off to Lucy Nelson. Those 2 have been playing together for a long time. Lucy Nelson going to try to push it in, couldn't get much of a shot on it as the puck is loose and goes back the other way.
It looked like Nelson tried to stuff it in the short side there, but wasn't able to get it past Repe. Repe with another good save.
I'm not sure if Repe knew where that one was after she
might
touched
not
it.
have.
She kind of looked around and didn't really know where the puck was as this comes out into the neutral zone for the Flyers that are going to step around in that neutral zone. And this is Lucy Nelson going to come in on her backhand. Going to leave it for her teammate. That is Emma Honner, sorry. As the Lakers try to work it up out of that defensive zone. We're already at 1:20 in this second period here from the Prairie Lakes Ice Arena. It's girls varsity hockey as 2 players collide. 2 sticks go.
Rigolizzo's down. That one looked like it hurt. Like I said, she's a tough player.
Rigolizzo and Hendricks collide. They leave their sticks. Both of them going to the bench. And they just need a minute as they're going to collect themselves. Just a collision. Nobody's fault or no penalty called, of course, as this one goes in to the glove once again of Kira Repe. We do have a stoppage of play. We'll have to watch to see if those players come back out, as sometimes they just need a minute.
Unfortunately, that happens. I mean, hockey's a pretty physical sport, and even in beer league we run into each other.
And it's not so bad when you take a check in play situation,
and you're
expecting when you don't see it coming. That's the worst. You're not able to coil yourself up as Pesca fans on one, and
that one dinged the post.
Dinged the post. I thought it was going to be in. There's a loose puck. Where is it? Sioux Falls Flyers are going to push it one more time as it scoots out to the side. I thought that first one by Pesca could have been in. I thought I saw the net move.
I saw it hit the post on our left side.
The referee was right on top of it. He waved his hands. As this is a centering pass, nobody home for the Flyers down on the far end. We're at 20 seconds left in the second period. Flyers going to work behind the net of Repe. Repe looks over her shoulder. Now it goes into the near corner. Pesca looking for a centering pass. This is Webb. Webb going to get it up into the neutral zone. We're at the 8-second mark. She has to hurry. She gets rubbed off the puck right in front of that scorer's table as the Sioux Falls Flyers going to go defense to defense here, and they're going to be content to go into the locker room. As we did see Hendricks taking a shift, so she's all right. She was one of those players that collided. And that is the end of the second period. A quick second period, only a couple whistles here and there. What happened in that second period as Sioux Falls Flyers at 12:44, it was Marvici from Pesca as they scored their 4th goal of the game in that first part of that second period. Then at the 10-minute mark, Emma Schleissner, an unassisted shorthanded goal, and I'm sorry, that was shorthanded.
Yeah, that was shorthanded.
I still have it. I called it as a power play. It's shorthanded. It's still shorthanded. So it was a shorthanded goal. It makes it a 4-1 game. 34 shots on goal for the Flyers. As you look at that one goal there, I think that was the one by Marvici that happened at 12:44. Now we're probably going to see Emma Schleissner's here. She's going to beat everybody right here. Maybe a rebound or had a little enough momentum to go in. And that's the way it ends in this second period. It's the Watertown Lakers, Sioux Falls Flyers. Happy to have you along. It's Chico Marvici and Jim Lloyd going to bring it to you. We got one more period to play.
Yeah. And it's going to be, if you look at the stats for this game, the Flyers actually lost that one. They got more penalties for that period.
Yep.
The Flyers lost that period. They got more penalties, although they did play that. Their shorthanded play was really solid. They kept the play for the most part down in the Watertown zone, but each team only put one in the back of the net.
Yeah. So if you're the Watertown Lakers, that's probably the kind of period you were looking for.
Absolutely.
Slow this thing down just a little bit. Of course, limit the goals, and you got to chip away at it. Next period when you come out, the next one's going to be big. You're either going to be a 5-1 game or a 4-2. You're either going to be in reach or it gets out of reach, right? In that third period. So all the goals in those first part of the periods, they mean a lot in a game.
They do, and it's going to. Whoever scores that first goal in the next period is really going to dictate how the rest of the game goes.
Let's talk just a little bit before we go off the air here and take a break at the end of the second period. Let's talk a little bit about this conference. Everybody's playing this weekend, of course, and maybe we can get some results at some point as we get into this league play. It's Brookings at 8-1. They've played more games than anybody. Sioux Falls, of course, at 6-0. Oahe Capitals at 6-2. Watertown Lakers come in at 4-3. Then, of course, Rushmore Thunder 4-7. Sioux Center 2-7. Aberdeen 1-4. How about you like that? Aberdeen at 1-4. When's the last time you saw that? You haven't.
No.
And then the Mitchell Marlins, of course, at 1-7. There's 8 teams in this league. So everybody goes to the state tournament, but where you're going to land, we talked a little bit about it early. You already start to think about seedings.
Absolutely, these teams are looking for this towards the state tournament.
Absolutely.
They're not looking to sit back and coast into the tournament, even though they're going to make it. They're looking at, we want the top seed. We want to take out the first or the bottom team.
When you look at a Sioux Falls team, they're unbeaten. They're in second just because they haven't played as many games as the Brookings team. But you look at teams like the Oahe Capitals, Lakers, and Rushmore. You kind of want to stay there if you're those teams. You want to stay in the middle of that pack if you can.
Yep, and that's going to be tough for them to do.
Absolutely.
It's aside from probably Brookings and Sioux Falls, and maybe a little bit for the Lakers. There's not a lot of disparity between the rest of the teams.
Yep.
And it's going to be who has the most grit.
Yeah. The Oahe Capitals, the Lakers went out to the Oahe Capitals. They go out there tomorrow. Is that right? They play there tomorrow, and that's usually a pretty good matchup. I think the Oahe Capitals beat them 4-1 maybe at the first part of the year.
Okay.
But anyway, anytime these 3 teams or maybe 4 teams down to Sioux Center get together, it's kind of important to these teams. They need to beat each other to stay there.
Right.
So, all right, that does it for the second period from the Prairie Lakes Ice Arena. We will be back, and we're going to take a break for about 10 minutes here, and we're going to bring you the third period action from the Prairie Lakes Ice Arena. It's 4-1, Sioux Falls Flyers over the Watertown Lakers. We'll be back in 10 minutes.
All right.
Northeast South Dakota, and the best selection of cars and SUVs too. You'll get the best price the first time and the best selection. So stop in today at Sharp Automotive Group.
Pick 6 for $19.99 is the perfect meal for two.
I can't believe we're on a date.
Oh, I'm just here for pick 6.
Imagine what our kids would look like.
I don't want to have kids with you.
6 kids.
6!
Pick 6!
Wait, could we eat here every meal?
Yes.
All right, I'm down. Pick 6 meal for two for $19.99.
For 45 years, the Watertown Area Community Foundation has been right here investing in the vitality of our community and helping us grow. With over $11 million granted locally and $35 million in assets, the foundation is dedicated to making a real difference in Watertown. From supporting education and health initiatives to enhancing parks and local arts, our mission is to enrich lives by looking forward and giving back. When you support the Watertown Area Community Foundation, you're building a stronger, brighter future for us all. Together, we're making Watertown better, one investment at a time.
The sky's the limit with SkyTab. Your all-in-one mission control center featuring state-of-the-art tools to manage your restaurant. Accept orders at the table or online. Everything is seamless. Online reservations? We got that too. Want to send orders directly to the kitchen? No problem. Ready to pay? You can do that right at the table. Need to build loyalty? We've got you covered. Now take it to the next level with email marketing. Analyze your performance with advanced reporting tools, all easily accessible with the InCharge mobile app. It's time to skyrocket your business with SkyTab.
Looking for a way to show your school spirit and support the Watertown School District? With the Aero Spirit card from American Bank and Trust, you can do both. Every time you use your Aero Spirit debit card, a portion of your purchase goes right back to the school, helping fund important programs and activities. It's a win for you and a big win for our students. Visit your local American Bank and Trust at 1715 First Avenue Northeast today to sign up and make a difference with every swipe. American Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Do something to launch your future at Lake Area Tech. It's a living, working, thought-producing environment to help you level up in the workforce. Combined with hands-on training and real-world experience, you'll be ready to find a high-paying career you'll love right out of school, the way 99% of our graduates do. It's the best return on your college investment, the quickest path to your future success. Lake Area Tech, the start of something new.
For 3 generations, Technicolor Screen Printing has been Watertown's go-to for custom apparel. We combine decades of experience with the latest printing tech to capture every detail. From bold prints to detailed embroidery, Technicolor does it all. Whether it's your team, business, or special event, we bring your vision to life. Technicolor Screen Printing. Your colors, your story, your style.
Communities come together to serve a need, fix a problem, and build stronger. Custom Fabricators, a locally owned manufacturer, partnered with the Watertown Lakers to build custom lockers and provide custom storage solutions. From design and measurement to fabrication and installation, Custom Fabricators stepped up to reinforce the next generation of hockey. No fanfare, no spotlight, just a genuine, we've got your back. Custom Fabricators, because this is our community.
Give your home or business a facelift with Cashway Lumber. Our easy install, ready to paint LP Smart Side siding offers the beauty of traditional wood with more durability. Add texture and design to your home's exterior with Versetta stone. Beautify and protect your home with landmark shingles, giving your home the ideal look with confidence.
You can count on Cashway for jobs done right. Cashway.
For when you are ready to get the job done, choose Cashway Lumber for a job done right.
Hockey fans, are you ready for power, speed, and precision on and off the ice? At Pelican Power Sports, we bring that same championship mentality to your ride. Whether it's snowmobiles, ATVs, motorcycles, jet skis, or UTVs, we service and repair them all to keep you in the action year-round. Pelican Power Sports, service and repair with a personal touch.
Come to Sharp Automotive Group, where we're here to help you find the best deal in town. We have the largest truck inventory in Northeast South Dakota and the best selection of cars and SUVs too. You'll get the best price the first time and the best selection, so stop in today at Sharp Automotive Group.
With 26 flavors, got a sauce for every squad. Don't drip on the drip. The greatest of all times. Buffalo Wild Wings.
'Tis the season to put on your best vest and paint the town blaze orange. To answer the chorus of the most pheasants in the nation. Here, opening day is a holiday. The beginning of a ritual. The continuation of a tradition. Follow the call of the field to Watertown. There's so much South Dakota, so little time.
Do your best on DIY projects for your business or home with Cashway Lumber. Transform your kitchen with custom cabinetry designed uniquely for your home. Explore what Bear-built woodworks can do to add character to your space. Add warmth and durability with the new floor covering. We can even install it for you. Or bring color to your space with Benjamin Moore paint.
You can count on Cashway for jobs done right. Cashway.
For when you are ready to get the job done, choose Cashway Lumber for a job done right.
Come to Sharp Automotive Group, where we're here to help you find the best deal in town. We have the largest truck inventory in Northeast South Dakota and the best selection of cars and SUVs too. You'll get the best price the first time and the best selection, so stop in today at Sharp Automotive Group.
Pick 6 for $19.99 is the perfect meal for two.
I can't believe we're on a date.
Oh, I'm just here.
And we're back to the Prairie Lakes Ice Arena. It's third period action coming to you. It's Jim and Chico going to bring you the third period at Sioux Falls Flyers, 4-1 over the Watertown Lakers. And Chico, if you're the Watertown Lakers, what do you got to do to get back into this thing?
Well, they got to figure out how to get the puck through the neutral zone cleanly, and I think they've struggled with that at times. The one goal that the Lakers have gotten has been it was a shorthanded breakaway.
Yep.
So the puck squirted out. One of the Lakers players got to it first and was able to put it in the net. But they're struggling getting through that neutral zone. Get it over the red line, throw it in, and then just get down there and chase it down.
Well, and the Sioux Falls Flyers at 6-0, they did not have the second period that they had in the first period.
No, they did not.
So Sioux Falls Flyers, what do they need to do to maintain a 3-goal lead?
Well, they need to button down. They need to get to where they're what they're good at, which is that solid D. and moving the puck out of their zone. They get it through the neutral zone very quickly and into the offensive zone. They need to keep doing that.
Well, the face-off is down, and we're in the offensive zone for the Lakers just momentarily. And we talked about it at the end of that second period. This next goal is going to be big for either team. As the Flyers come up through the neutral zone, they're going to go in 2-on-3 as they put on the brakes in the far corner, and it's cleared away by the Lakers. Graceland Webb chasing back, and that's Rebecca Harris going to turn this one around for the Flyers, looking for a pass up to the neutral zone. Can't be handled cleanly by the Flyers as it goes back to that Flyers bench, and now it gets pushed back to the defense of the Lakers. This is Emma Schleissner trying to push that along. Nice defensive play there, and a player goes down, and that is going to be a trip as the Flyers are going to be on a power play here, and it is touched up by the Lakers. So a quick penalty here by the Lakers in this third period comes in at 16:08.
It's good to see Rigolizzo back out on the ice after that collision with, who was it?
With Harper Hendricks.
Harper Hendricks, that's right. Harper Hendricks was back out before the end of the game, but Rigolizzo wasn't. So it's good to see her back out on the ice.
As this one is cleared away by the Lakers. It's a power play opportunity here. And that was Stricker's. That's going to sit for a trip. As this power play is starting to take shape here for the Flyers. Schleissner puts a little pressure on, centering pass, pulled back. Kira Reppy with a pad save. Sioux Falls Flyers work behind their the Lakers goalie, push over defense to defense. Pesca settles it down. She's going to push it in, looking for a give and go, covered up by the Lakers as it goes out to the blue line. There goes a slap shot wide by the Flyers. This is a power play opportunity as Pesca tries to backhand it in. That's Marici, and she tries to do the wraparound, and Reppy was there waiting for her.
Yeah, she got a little beat up trying to get that wraparound and stuff it into the short side over there, but
her and Pesca on the near side were playing back and forth, and she tried to take it herself and wrap that one around. Offensive faceoff on a power play coming here for the Flyers. We're already at that 1 minute mark in this Flyers power play as it's held in there by the Flyers on the power play. Pushed down high on the wheels. There would be in between the dots, and this one goes a little bit wide. That shot went just a little bit wide by Hallie Watson. Puck plays into the center, and we've got the net off its moorings. Third period action here at the Prairie Lakes Ice Arena. It's been all Sioux Falls Flyers as they took a 4-0 lead into that second period. And the Lakers got back one as where it sits at 4-1. They're going to face off in the dot right in front of us, and it's cleared away by Lily Murray. She wears number 15 for the Lakers. She's played a little offense. She's played a little defense this year. She's done it all here for the Lakers as it's cleared away once again by the Lakers as Webb pushes it back up to Hendricks. Hendricks going to take a shot. That's shorthanded, and a rebound by Marissa Reddy. Yeah, she had to corral that one. The Lakers are coming down on a shorthanded opportunity there.
Well, that just what we talked about at the very beginning of this period. The Lakers got to push up through the neutral zone, dump it in, and go down and chase it. And that's exactly what they did there. They got a shot on goal.
That was Webb pushing it up to Hendricks and got a pretty good shot shorthanded. The Flyers now are up through the neutral zone as they dump it down. Pesca's on the chase in the far corner. She puts the brakes on at the red line, looking for a centering pass, dumps it back to a teammate. And it's back out to Pesca. Pesca at the red line, looking for a centering pass, broke up there by the Lakers, and another shot goes in. Broken up once again by the Lakers. Pesca can't handle it. Marvici over on the far side. She's going to look for a centering pass. He's got it. Nice job there by Hendricks as it's cleared away by the Lakers. It is 5-on-5 as that power play opportunity expires, and we have an icing call. We're going to come down to this end. It's third period action.
This game's starting to get a little more physical now in this third period. So we might see a few more penalties come out of this.
As the Sioux Falls Flyers are going to have an offensive faceoff on the far dot to the right-hand side of Kira Reppy. Kira Reppy has seen 35 shots in this one, as this one is left by the Flyers. Offensive play. They walk it down to the red line, up on the far end. Offensive play continues, broken up by the Lakers as they get the legs going up into neutral zone. Now they dump it deep, just like you talked about. Get past that red line, dump it down deep, and try to get down on a forecheck. As the Lakers can't keep a handle on it in their offensive zone. Puck is boarded over on the far side. Now it's turned back, wrapped around by the Lakers. As the Sioux Falls Flyers get the first touch. And they come up through the neutral zone. Bringing this one up into the offensive zone here for the Flyers. There goes a shot on. That goes off the pad of Reppy as the Lakers try to group in their defensive zone. Now going to tap it off. That is Schleicher. And it comes out of the offensive zone. Flyers having to check up on the delayed offsides as now they get it back, walk it back down into the offensive zone. Wrapping this one around. There's the Flyers. This is Emma Honner as she pushes it over to the far side, over to Lucy Nelson. Loses it in the near corner as the Flyers recollect themselves down deep. Nelson can't quite get it on her stick as the Lakers find it in back of their own goalie. Lucy Nelson's trying to get her handle on it. It's pushed over to the far side. Lakers clear the puck. Back to the defense for the Flyers as they come up to the neutral zone blue line. And it's broken up there by Schleicher. Schleicher going to tap it deep as the Flyers come out of their defensive zone in a hurry. Push this puck all the way around. No icing is called. This is turned around by Strickers as she gets corralled there by the Flyers. A little give and go. A nice looking pass there by the Flyers. That one's broken up in traffic. Another shot. Didn't quite make it over to Reppy. That's tapped out there by Schleicher as she's going to go get a break. Yeah, this is Hendricks. Hendricks trying to get down to the far end. She's down there all by herself as the Flyers now break it out into the neutral zone. Flyers on the far side, bring it in, leave it for Pesca. Pesca on the top. She's going to take a shot. That's broken up in traffic by the Lakers, and it's pushed along. This is Marvici. She's going to pick it up in the near corner. She's on her backhand, maybe a centering pass. Puck up in the air. Had to be gloved by Reppy as Pesca puts it back out. Now this is Marici. She loses the handle as it's held in by the Flyers. Flyers down to Marvici. She's going to work below that red line. Good defense there by the Lakers, and it's a little give and go there, trying to put it between her legs on a shot. That was a nice, nifty little attempt at a shot there by the Flyers. I can't get her name. It's Aniston Murray. I should know that by now. She wears number 16. Had a nifty little shot between her legs as the Lakers clear the puck into the neutral zone. Some of those names you just can't get. And you get them some nights, and then the other nights you don't.
And you'll get them just right for about 5 games, and then
they're gone.
Yeah, then you just forget it.
It's a weird thing. As the Flyers lose the puck in their offensive zone, and it's pushed along out into the neutral zone. And
up into the bench.
Up into the bench, and we got a stoppage of play at 10:24. Nothing's changed. Since the beginning of this third period, it's a 4-1 lead. Sioux Falls Flyers. We talked about it. Chico, the next one's big.
The next one's huge. If there is a next one, the way both teams are playing, there might not be. Yep. But, yeah, the next goal is going to be a key factor in how this game is going to go. The Lakers are doing a fantastic job of clogging up that slot, and if they can continue to do that and force the shots to the outside, Reppy's got a really good chance of being able to save them.
Yeah, the Lakers have been done a better job as this puck is trapped down on that far corner. They've done a much better job of finding some passing lanes for the Flyers as they've been not able to move around as cleanly as they did in the first period, of course, and throughout that second period. So the Lakers are putting a little more pressure on the puck and into those passing zones and giving themselves some opportunities. Lakers are going to change out a few as we're going to face off to the right-hand side. Marissa Reddy, we haven't said her name very much. She's seen 8 shots. We're into that third period at the 9:56 mark. This third period is clicking away as the Flyers are on the run up through the neutral zone in a hurry as they go 2-on-2, and a nice pass there, and Reppy slides across the blue paint, and she knocks down another one as Webb tries to get it up to her teammate, Piper Kruger, and goes a little bit long.
Reppy read that play absolutely perfectly, came across with the puck, not giving Hallie Watson any space at all.
Flyers enter 2-on-1 and into the glove of Reppy. That shot went from Emma Honner as quickly the Flyers were 2-on-1. And Reppy was up for the challenge.
Back-to-back, too. And Reppy with 2 phenomenal saves.
The only thing you need your goalie to do is to keep you in the game.
Yeah.
And Reppy has done that as she's seen 36 shots from the Flyers. Offensive faceoff for the Flyers. Pesca. This is controlled by the Lakers momentarily. Now held in. This is Harper Hendricks causing a few problems for the offensive zone of the Flyers. This is Pesca. She's going to push it out to a teammate on the far side. Over on the far side, that's Aniston Murray. Back to Pesca. Looking up the middle is Pesca. The shot goes on, and not really a shot, as maybe looking for Pesca in front, and Reppy's got another one in her glove.
That one just trickled towards Reppy, and she made sure that there was no mistake covering that one up.
She's been an active goalie, and she's going to sleep good tonight. At the 9-minute mark, offensive faceoff here for the Flyers. There goes a shot. That was a stick save. That one in on there by Pesca, as turning this one back around are the Lakers, as the Flyers now get another shot off of a Laker turnover as they're exiting that defensive zone. And there's Webb over to Hendricks. Hendricks going to go in. She's going to take a quick shot as she entered the offensive zone. Karams back around, comes out to the neutral zone. Pesca gets it in a hurry. She's going to go in 1-on-2, tries to put the brakes on. Nice defensive play there by the Lakers. We're quickly up to Hendricks. She gets it picked off her stick in the neutral zone, and coming up the other way are the Flyers. There goes a shot off the pad of the Watertown Lakers. 2 players down in front of us. We look up here on the third floor of this ice arena as the Flyers push it towards the net, broke up in traffic. As the Flyers looking for a centering pass. Nobody there, maybe looking there for Murray. She couldn't get it on her stick cleanly, as the Lakers are continually in the passing lanes of the Flyers. Back out to the defense for the Flyers. There's a bouncing puck, and I don't know how she found it, but she did.
That was an absolutely wonderful redirect by Black right in front of the net, but Reppy was right there. And again, she read that play absolutely perfectly.
Kira Reppy having a good game and keeping the Lakers alive in this one. Lakers have to hurry up here. We're at the 7:50 mark. You need to get one here quick. You got to get over that mountain as the Lakers now push it out. And out it does clear into the neutral zone. Didn't think they were going to get it out, and checked along the boards was Lucy Nelson. Little pushing and shoving in that neutral zone. Players go down. Nothing called.
Like I said, this game's getting physical. I'm actually surprised we haven't seen another penalty yet.
Unselfish play there by
a little too
Nelson
fancy
and
with
Watson.
the
As anybody could have shot it, and they passed it back and forth, and it was ricocheted away by Reppy. Goes all the way back down for an icing call. 7:15 in this third period. We're going to face off right below us. Offensive face-off here for the Flyers. And they're going to take it over to the other dot now. It's Honner, Nelson, and Watson for the Flyers. It's going to be Schleisner, Allard, and Hendricks. Hendricks taps it away as the Lakers go into the offensive zone. A quick shot, patted away down there by Marissa Reddy. Flyers quickly up to the neutral zone. If they hurry up, they're going to go 1-on-1. They're going to go 2-on-1. Pass goes across, and Nelson, she scores.
And there's that first third period goal. That's going to be huge.
Yep.
Now the Lakers have got a
You can watch this one as Nelson gets a centering pass and finds the gap. Lucy Nelson makes it a 5-1 deficit here for the Lakers. And now you've got a mountain to climb. If you're the Watertown Lakers, it's been an uphill battle since that first period as Sioux Falls Flyers scored 3 in that first period. And the Lakers have not been able to get over that hump since then, and now you're looking at 4 goals here, deficit with 6:56 left in the third period.
I will say the Lakers have done a fantastic job of in their defensive end, pushing that play to the outside. That and Reppy have kept them in the game.
We had an assist for Nelson. I would have been Honor maybe or Watson.
It's Emma Honor got the assist on that one.
So Emma Honor to Nelson makes it a 5-1 lead for the Flyers. They win the neutral zone face-off. This is Pesca. Pesca in a hurry. She's going to be one on a goalie here if she hurries up. Sticked away. Nice defensive play there by Murray to get that off the stick of Pesca. She was off to the races. And this is Pesca once again over on the far side looking for a centering pass. Loose puck in front. Pesca able to get it out to her defense. Defense walking it around for the Flyers. Dump it into the near corner. Chasing back over for the Lakers over to the far side. Pesca back out to the defense. Nice little transition here for the Flyers. They're going to throw it in front. Nobody there for the Flyers. Goes into the near corner. And this is Graceland Webb. Graceland Webb going to push that one all the way down, and we are going to get an icing call, and we do.
Didn't quite achieve the red line there. That's part of what I was mentioning earlier is they got to get that red line, dump it in, then go chase it down.
And it's easy for us to say up here, why didn't you take one more stride? A lot of things go into that.
Yeah.
Maybe they don't know where they are on the ice. Maybe they're too tired to care anyway.
I bet you money it's the tired part.
Nonetheless, you ice the puck as the Sioux Falls Flyers win the offensive faceoff here, and it's tapped around here. This is Schleissner. Schleissner going to get it going with her legs. She has Harper Hendricks following her. Going to take a quick shot flat on the ice, sticked up, almost up into the netting. I thought it was going into the netting by Marissa Reddy. As the puck is tied up in that far corner, it's Schleissner fighting for the puck with Hendricks. Now it comes out as the Sioux Falls Flyers bring this one out of their defensive zone, looking for a pass on the near side in the neutral zone, and that one's going to be an icing call by the Flyers. Couldn't quite collect herself.
Uncharacteristic icing by the Flyers.
Yeah, that looked like Knutson. She couldn't get her stick on the right side of her body to touch that one, and puck was on the wrong side.
She did look a little confused there.
What do you mean this pass is over here? I can't get my stick over there. 5:32 in this third period. It's been Flyers controlling the puck for most of this game. As the Lakers win the face-off, they're going to fire it in high and up and over the top of the net. Karam's back around to the near side, out to the neutral zone. Flyers looking for the first touch in their offensive zone. Down in front of us, the puck is tied up right in front of the stands. It looks like Watson's there. Looks like maybe Honor. As she goes down, now it comes out to the Flyers. Centering pass picked up by Webb. Webb's going to get her legs going, throws it out the board. She's going to go in 1-on-4 if she can. Does take the offensive zone. This is Watson. She's going to try to turn it around for the Flyers and does in the neutral zone. Piper Kruger's going to go all the way across. Graceland Webb going to take it in on her own, on her backhand. Going to try to push it in. Thrown back down. This is Rebecca Harris, so she puts it down to her stick in the defensive zone as it comes out to the neutral zone. This is Murray going to push it up the boards. On the far side, Murray gets it back on her stick again. Now she's going to look all the way across, trying to get that over to a teammate. That was Audrey Eide. Audrey Eide is tied up in front of that scorer's table. Puck still tied up. Now comes out for the Flyers. For the Flyers going in and gets taken off the puck. Puck is loose, sticked away by Reppy. Watertown Lakers. This is Schleissner looking for a centering pass away out of that defensive zone. Can't quite get it. And the Lakers find themselves tapping it off the glass and do finally get it outside of the zone. Pesca's going to circle around. She's going to get it going with her legs. She's going to go in 1-on-2, 1-on goalie, takes a shot and scores.
What a nice shot.
And that's Reagan Pesca. There's a reason why she's the number one scorer in the league. And that's going to be Pesca. That's her first one tonight.
It is.
And I'm going to guess that's unassisted as she picked that up in the neutral zone.
We'll see what the official tally says here in a second.
I'm going to give it one assisted. How about that? I could do that, can't we?
No, they're giving it to Marvisi as the assist.
All right, that's okay, Marvisi.
I'll take it.
Who else better than Marvisi getting the assist to Pesca as she carried it out of the neutral zone. It's a 6-1 lead here. It was an 8-1 score the last time these two teams met in Sioux Falls back on the 22nd of November. Puck is tied up Along the near boards, coming out is the Sioux Falls Flyers now, taking that offensive zone, and then somebody's in a little early, and we're going to have an offensive or an offsides call.
Yeah, that was Neely Meyer over on the far side over there.
She's a little excited to get down the ice. That happens. We're going to have a neutral zone face-off.
Well, we did say the Flyers have to get through the neutral zone quick. She just took it too quick there.
She got through quick. Neutral zone face-off here, won by the Lakers. Puck's tied up again along that board. Webb can't get it on her stick because she tried to get it going in the right direction, pushed all the way back down, and back of Kira Reppy. Watertown Lakers have had their times when they couldn't get it out of their defensive zone. This is Scarlett Black. Centering pass right into the glove. Reppy's still there. Looked pretty confident when she grabbed that one.
Yeah, she was not letting up a rebound on that one. She just snatched that puck right out of the air.
Kira Reppy, if she's done nothing, she sure has tracked the puck well. 45 shots is what she's seen. She has been tracking the puck real well. We've seen some redirects. We've seen some really hard shots, and she's been able to see every one of them.
Well, she's not only tracked the puck well, she's tracking the play.
Yes.
Like seeing the play develop and getting in the right position to prevent something from happening.
Yeah,
she's done a great job tonight.
She's had one more save yet. There's a centering pass. Not really a save, but nonetheless, she covers this one up. 2:56 left in this game. Sioux Falls Flyers on a 6-1 lead. 9 shots on goal for the Lakers. They played some of their best offensive hockey shorthanded.
They did. Yeah.
They had 3 opportunities and scored 1.
Yep.
This face-off is won by the Sioux Falls Flyers. That one goes in. That's a hot shot right to the pad of Reppy. A big rebound as it comes out to the neutral zone for the Flyers. They're going to turn this one around up in the near side. And this is a pass up to Lucy Nelson. Lucy Nelson takes it off the pad. There's a shot by Honor. She can't get it off the back of the net. As the Lakers clear the puck down, chasing this one over in back is Lily Gora. As this one goes down to the defensive zone for the Lakers, Sioux Falls going to get a change here. And in traffic, causing all kinds of problems down there for the Lakers. If I can get her, number 15.
That's Alex Rolfsma.
All right, we haven't said her name at all tonight. She's doing a good job applying pressure in that offensive zone. As the Flyers, this is Emma Schleissner on the far side. She's going to try to do it all by herself. She gets pinched on the board way deep in her offensive zone. As Schleissner takes another stab at it. This is Hendricks who tries to pick it up.
Nice backhand by Hendricks.
Nice backhand, and I'm not sure Marissa Reddy saw that all the way. There wasn't much on it. Hendricks kind of just flipped it up.
It caught her off guard, though. She wasn't expecting it.
Perhaps a change-up. 1:48 left in this one.
For a cold goaltender, those are some of the worst.
Yeah.
That's one of the worst feelings. I mean, the puck comes in when you're not expecting it.
Yep.
And you,
at the
you
end
just
of the game.
you haven't been busy.
So the Flyers trying to close this one out. Minute 34 in this third period as the Flyers now get in front of their bench. Rubbed off the puck by the Lakers right in front of that Sioux Falls bench as it does come out now. Chasing over there is Hendricks. Hendricks seemed to have found another gear here in this last 2 to 3 minutes of this game. As Murray puts some pressure on the puck for the Lakers out to the neutral zone. And this is going to be Piper Kruger. She's going to go to the dot, going to take a shot, a nice shot on goal.
Reddy looked a little bit off balance there. She still managed to make the save, but she did not. She made it look uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable. The last 2 she's seen has been a little uncomfortable.
Yeah.
She's only seen 11 shots in this one. 50 shots is what the Flyers have put on. And we're going to face off to the right-hand side. We're right at that 1 minute mark left in this game. As it's held in by the Lakers, wrapped all the way back around and back to Marissa Reddy, back out to the defense. Back out to the defense. This is Strickerts. She dumps it down deep. As she's going to pinch down in that near side here. Looking for a centering pass. Nobody there for the Lakers. Can't handle it is the Flyers. Now they get their stick on it. We're at that 38-second mark. Coming into the offensive zone are the Flyers. Can't. And a little catch with it as they enter the blue line. Did not enter the zone clean. However, they are deep in the zone at this point. Webb gets it up to Piper Kruger. She's going to push it along. And nice back check there by the Flyers as they're going to work on closing this one out. We're at 16-second mark as they're going to get it on their stick in the neutral zone, make one more pass, and a zone entry. Hendricks still has a little life in her as she takes the puck, picks the pocket of Marvici, and Hendricks going to get one more shot. Maybe it was on goal, maybe a pad save, but nonetheless, it's a 6-1 win for the Sioux Falls Flyers. They came in 6-0, and the Watertown Lakers are going to drop to 4-4 as the Sioux Falls Flyers are going to go to 7-0, and they're going to go down to Brookings tomorrow.
Yeah, that's right. Tomorrow, Sioux Falls Flyers and my broadcast on Marvisi Hockey Productions will actually be in Brookings for tomorrow's game, and then Sunday we're going to be in Aberdeen. Where are the Lakers headed to?
The Lakers are going to head to where are they going to go? Hold on, I've got it written down here somewhere. They're going to go to. Oh, I'm missing it. It's Saturday. They are going to go to Pier, I think.
Okay.
Gosh, that was a brain lock there, wasn't it? They're going to go to. They're going to
It
go.
happens.
They're going to go all the way out to Pier and take on the Wahi Capitals. When we talked about some of those teams being in the mix of things, the Wahi Capitals sits ahead of the Lakers. I don't know what the Capitals did tonight, but as coming into this game,
Well, let's see if we can pull up some of the scores, the box scores.
there are some other games tonight. It was Aberdeen was at Brookings, and Sioux Falls, of course, was here. I think that was all for the girls' varsity games.
So Aberdeen Cougars are currently behind.
That's a final, isn't it? 4-0. Is that what I see? Brookings.
Is that the final? I don't think it's a final yet. It looks
But
like
it looks like a 4-0. It was 3-0 after
Yeah.
one. Yeah, so that might be a
that,
final.
That might be a final.
Yeah, I think that was a 7:30 game. So we saw.
Yeah, it is a final.
Okay.
So 4-0 Brookings Rangers over the Aberdeen Cougars.
Yep, and then tomorrow Mitchell's going to be at Aberdeen, and Sioux Falls goes down to Brookings.
Right.
So that's tomorrow in the girls' varsity action if you want to keep up with it. If you want to keep up with all the games in the entire state, it's South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association, SDAHA.org. You can see all the way down to the squirt level. You can see where they're all going, and all the way up to the varsity boys, varsity girls, and of course, you can see all the South Dakota hockey. It's going to tell you where they all play. It's going to take you out the next 2 to 3 weeks. It's also going to tell you the scores as they happen. There's live scoring, so you'll be able to follow along with any team in the state at any level. So South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association, that's a really good resource if you like South Dakota hockey. Look at a couple of the highlights. As it was, Sioux Falls Flyers dominated this game, I think, from a control standpoint. They controlled the puck up and down the ice for the most part.
Yes, they did. And I will give it to the Lakers in this game. The Lakers, especially in the period 2 and 3, they really stepped up their D. They were playing physical. They were getting in the way. And Reppy, oh, man, she just read the play so well, just continually throughout the game.
Well, it was a 6-1 game, but it didn't kind of really feel like that. I kind of thought that Reppy stood on her head and gave her team a chance to stay in this thing.
That's what goalies are supposed to do.
And the scoring for Sioux Falls in that third period, it was Honor from Nelson and then Marvici to Pesca. That was the two scores in the third period. But like I said, it felt like a different game from a goalie standpoint. Kira Reppy played a great game.
She did. And one of the things to point out, in the previous game back on the 22nd, that one got to runtime.
Yes.
This one didn't.
Yep.
So that, if nothing else, the Lakers need to take that as a positive, that they were able to prevent the Flyers from getting to that runtime.
Yep, and the Lakers, did some stuff. Coach Vanelli did a few things with his lineup. One of their main goalies, or their goalie that plays a lot, is Nyla Vanelli. She ended up playing a forward tonight, as McKenna Knopf and Keegan Stolp were out of the lineup tonight. So those two players, it makes a difference when you have already a short bench and you take two players out of it. It matters. It really does.
It really does.
So,
but it was a smart play to bring Vanelli in as a player.
Well, and as a coach, he's looking at he needs some skates.
Yeah, he does.
So he puts him up there in skates. To take nothing away from Sioux Falls, they came in at 6-0 and took care of business. Sioux Falls goes to Brookings. We'll see. That'll be interesting. Watch that one tomorrow because that will change the 1 and 2 standings.
It will. I think that game's going to be extremely physical too. Those teams, they don't like each other. They play very physical against each other, and the games have a tendency to get a little bit. I don't want to say nasty, but That's
a little
probably
nasty.
Yeah. They get a little nasty.
Yep. So you can watch that one on your channel.
Yeah, Marbisi
tomorrow.
Hockey Productions.
Yep.
Come join us over there if you want to watch the Sioux Falls Lady Flyers and the Brookings Rangers Girls Varsity.
Yeah, so it's girls varsity action as we conclude tonight from the Prairie Lakes Ice Arena. Sioux Falls came in 6-0, Watertown Lakers 4-3, and the Sioux Falls Flyers showed why they are 6-0, now 7-0, and took care of business here at the Prairie Lakes Ice Arena. Good working with you.
It was great working with you.
We'll see you as the season progresses.
Oh, I'm sure.
And it might go all the way down to the girls varsity state tournament in Mitchell.
Yep.
That could be the next time we meet. Who knows?
It could be. But always a pleasure.
All right. It's been good. Jim and Chico, thanks for tuning in and bringing us along. It was Sioux Falls Flyers 6-1 over the Watertown Lakers.